Hello everyone, I am sitting here making these bags, these things right here, and I'm doing it like an assembly line type thing. And so I thought while I was, excuse my looks and everything, but being homebound, I really don't fix myself up much. But anyhow, so I'm working on these, and I thought that maybe you'd like to see how I put them together. And I've got a lot of them to do, so I do them, like I said, in an assembly line type thing. Now this is what I've done so far on most of them, and I did the top stitching on both sides here, so the fabric wouldn't get caught in the fabric. I mean, the fabric wouldn't get caught in the zipper. Ooh. Okay, well, anyhow, I'm going to show you how I do this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see very well. I don't want to put you on the sewing machine. Yeah, there you go. I think you can see. Well, no, you know what? I'll go ahead and bring you a little closer. How's that? Because I don't want the jiggling. I got me a new one, and it's a Samsung Galaxy S8 Edge, and I'm trying to get used to this. The camera alone has so many different functions that I need to explore. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get you to where maybe you can see what I'm doing. Let's see if I can bring you down a little bit. That, maybe I'll go ahead. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this piece here, and I have the zipper, and I've got the pull tab over to the left. So let me go ahead and line it up, and I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when I get the first piece on. I always line it up to the edge of the zipper tape on the top, and I pin. How come there's oh, that's because of the, alright, so I go ahead and I pin the first piece together so I can get it lined up real good, and then I put the lining piece on. So it's a beautiful day here in Sebring today. It's been in the 90s the last few, well, probably the last week. Okay, so this is what it looks like from that side, and then that's the pinning that I did. So what I did was I took it right up to the top edge, because the other side, what I'm going to do is when I fold it over, I'm going to have it on this side and put it on the top edge there. So anyhow, let me put the lining piece on. You have to have two lining pieces, and then you have to have a front side and a back side. Alright, so I line it up to where the edge of the front fabric is on the corner there. And that's how I line it up. Whoops, I forgot I had I can't talk today. I'm tired. My leg was bothering me real bad yesterday, and I took a pain pill, and it didn't help. So when I went to bed, I took another pain pill, and I slept for about 11 hours. And I'm still feeling tired. I'm always like this. After I take the pain pills, I'm always feeling tired. Right now, this piece wants to fall down. I have the clips, but for me, it's easier to do it this way, to pin it. Come on. There you go. Alright, now here's the back side of it. So that's the lining, and then here's the front side. So hopefully you can see this. I could try to keep my hand out of the way, but I have this piece here, and I've already got like 2 or 3 added onto this, and it just, falls back. And so I get to the edge of the zipper tape on the last one, and then I very slowly get it started to run into the next zipper tape. And I always keep my pull tab to the facing the piece in front of it. And I kind of move it over a little bit so I can get by it. And I've got a zipper put on This zipper foot you can use for piping and all kinds of other things. So, and you know what? Where is my straight pen? I almost ran into it because I accidentally put it on the back side. I told you I'm tired. I'm not thinking straight. So anyhow, I just keep my hand on it like this, and I kind of guide it through so I can keep the fabric straight on both sides. I pinned it on the back side again. Anyhow, and sometimes I'll hold my straight pin right here to try to keep it going smooth. I have one of those Stellos, or whatever they're called, Stelloettes, but I don't know what happened to it. So I just use my straight pins to keep it going straight. And I take my time. I don't rush this. And I make sure that it stays on the tape. And I love this zipper foot. This is a vintage type zipper foot. It's not what the new modern ones look like for the newer machines. And I like this zipper foot so much better because it's a lot more narrow than the new type they have out these days. And I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about. Alright, put my pen down. And I usually cut the tape a little bit if I feel like it's too long. So I'll just cut it a little bit extra. Okay, now the next one. I'm going to be doing this one here. I've used up a lot of my zippers. So I always get my zippers from Zip. What is it called? Zip something. There's one from Zipper, what's it called? Zipper Stop. Sometimes I order from there, but the most I order from is Zip. I can't think now. Zip. What is it called? Now it's going to drive me nuts. I have her business card up on my bulletin board, so probably when I get done with these, before I go to the next step, I'll go ahead and get it and I can tell you. Or I'll just write it in the description box. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just write it in the description box, and y'all look down in the description box and you'll see it. It's called Zip something. And her prices, I tell you, you can buy in bulk, and I'll pay like maybe 15-20 cents per zipper. So I really get some good deals, and she has all sizes and all types. She's got the metal teeth, she's got the nylon teeth, she's got the kind for purses that has the double zipper on it. I mean, she really has a good selection. So, and she always gives a little gift. I don't know if she still does or not, because it's been a while since I've ordered, but she always gives a little gift. And is it on one of these? Yeah, here it is. And this is what she usually sends. I like these. And I only have a couple, and I'm going to use them. But I'm also going to make some dangle things, you know, to hang on the zippers to make them look a little bit pretty. I've got so many beads, and so I got to thinking, I said, you know, that's a good way to use up my beads. Okay, now I'm getting ready to do the next one. And all these other pieces I'm laying to the side because those are going to be next. And then I'll show you how to put those on. I did have all these pieces ironed, but it's been, I don't know, a month or so since I've worked on this stuff, and I want to get my sewing room cleaned up. And I want to show y'all my sewing room because I really like this room. This is what I call my paradise. And I made a sign a long time ago out of 2 bookmarks, and I hot glued them together, and I made myself a sign. It needs to be fixed. It's in here somewhere. I need to re-glue it because it came apart. Alrighty, so again, there's the back side, there's the front side, and this piece this top right here is where I'm going to put the lining on. So maybe I need to line that up a little bit better. Here, let me put another pin right there. There we go. All right. For the small pieces, I usually use 2 straight pins, but sometimes it wants to be fiddly, and then I'll go ahead and use another straight pin. I have plenty, so. Alright, is this the right side? Nope, here we go. I had it wrong. I thought it looked strange. Okay, so come on now. There we go. Got it. It's kind of hard to see this gray fabric on the gray zippers. I was trying to get zippers that would kind of match the colors that I'm using. And so some of the zippers I used black zippers, like ivory color zippers, and then these gray ones. All right. I think this is the first time I've sewed on this machine since I've been in this house doing a video. Usually I'm on the other machine, my newer one, but all I have to do is straight stitches. So if I just have to do straight stitches, then I just work on this machine. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Singer 201, and I'm going to finish. Yeah, I did. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a thought in my head. Did I really put the lining on? So yeah, I did. So anyhow, this is a little too long, so I'm going to cut it down some. Let me see here. I'll do about right here. All right, let me take this tab thing off. I don't want it to get in the way. Oh great, now I can't get it off. Come on now. It doesn't want to come off. Well, there we go, I got it. There, so I got it off. I didn't want that to be in my way. Okay, so. Oh, I like this one. These are all Bible verses that I'm sewing. And this one says, they shall call his name Emmanuel, which means God with us. Matthew 1:23. So, I did a haul with this fabric. I got it at Walmart. I think it was on clearance, and I got it for $1 a yard. And I got quite a bit of it, too. And, I don't know if I'm going to put these in my shop or not. And, I'm thinking about it. In my Etsy store. I don't know, because I've got to see what the end result's going to look like, and if I think they look nice enough, then I'll go ahead and do it. And I've got different sizes and everything too, so that means I'm going to have to do a listing with different sizes. So all I have to do is measure these things. Oh, I forgot to put the lining on. All right, now this is a little bit darker gray. I didn't have the same color gray for all of it, so I just used up whatever I had. All right, is that in the right spot? Yes. And I put my straight pins straight up and down sometimes. And then sometimes I go ahead and just... No, that doesn't look right. Okay, see? All right, let let me fix it because it looks longer and it shouldn't. So I think I have it the wrong way. So I'm going to turn it around and see if that works any better. So put that there, that there. Yeah, that's much better. I just had the wrong side. So I turned it to the next edge. Ooh, I've been waiting on my daughter to wake up because I need to clean the kitchen real good. It needs a good spring cleaning. I need to go through the cabinets too because we've got a lot of cups and glasses and stuff that we really don't need. Plus, I have some Pioneer Woman stuff that I want to put out too. But I just want to get this work done. So while I was waiting on her to get up, I thought I'd go ahead and finish this up. She's got herself a new beau now. He's really nice. He's from South Carolina, so he's from well, not my neck of the woods, but close to it, because he lived closer to North Carolina. So, and my family's from North Carolina. I have some there, and I've got some in Virginia. So, all right, now this I know I need to cut down because this is a very long zipper. So let me see. I usually line it up with the top of the fabric, and then yeah, that'll be good right there. See, that's a long piece I had to cut off. All right, let's see here now. I love these verses that they put on this fabric. They probably don't have any more, but I think I have enough anyhow. And then in November for my craft fair, then they'll still be in my shop, but I have that square reader, and if somebody purchases one of these, because I'm going to have them, you know, on my table, and if someone purchases one of these, then I can go ahead and have it set up where it automatically takes it out of my inventory. So that's one thing I like about having the Square app, because yeah, that's right, because it'll take it right out of my inventory. So that's a good thing. I'm always looking for good things. So anyhow, so she met someone new, and he's really, really nice and very mannerly too. I tell you what, his mother raised him right, because he's real sweet to me, and he's the best that Renault's ever had, and the whole family likes him. You know, I really like him. You know, I see him more than the rest of the family, and yeah, I really do like him. He lives with his grandmother and his mother. Now, his mother was already down here, and a couple months ago, he, I guess his mother asked him to come down here to help with his grandmother. She has dizzy problems, and it's not vertigo. I'm not sure what it comes from. And so he has to help her get in the bed because it's so hard with the dizziness and all to lay flat in the bed. Now, she can get around pretty good. She drives, and she uses a cane, you know, so she does really good with that. And I've met his mother, and I've met his grandmother. They went to Walmart one day, and he calls me, and well, he calls my daughter, and he says, "I'm in Walmart. Do you need anything?" Well, my daughter knew that I ran out of a certain orange color yarn, so I could finish. What was I making? Oh, so I could finish making Tweety. I need to show you the stuff that I've been crocheting. I think the next video I do, I'm going to show you, because I have really been sewing and crocheting up a storm. But anyhow, so I was making Tweety Bird. And, you know, his feet are orange. And when I got to the part to make his feet, I was able to make one, but then I didn't have enough yarn to make the second one. So she says, well, my mom, I think, needs some yarn. And she asked me, she says, do you need anything? And he's at Walmart. I said, yeah. And I says, I need a certain color orange. And so she put him on the phone with me, and I told him where to look in Walmart, and he was there. And I asked him, you know, to look at all the oranges from the Red Heart Super Saver, and he found it. And I told him, I says, I need like a bright orange. And I asked him to name off describe the oranges. Like, is it a medium type color? Is it a dull color or medium color or whatever? And so I told him, I said, I'm looking for a bright orange. And he found it. So he says that they had the bigger skeins and then the regular size skeins. And I told him, I said, well, let me see. I says, I think I'd better get the bigger skein, which was a couple dollars more. And so I told him, I says, if you can get that for me, I'll pay you when you get here. And he said, okay. So he got here, and I looked at the yarn, and it was perfect. It was the exact color that I needed. And I told him, I says, that he did a good job. You know, for not knowing about yarn and stuff, he did a good job. Now, he does wood burning. And my daughter's birthday was on the 9th. And he bought a piece of wood. It was like a plaque size. And he engraved a horse on that wood with his wood burning. He says he used to do that, and he used to go to craft fairs and stuff to sell it. I says, well, you do a really good job. I think you need to consider to keep doing it. I told him, I says, we have craft fairs around here, but the one I like best is November, because that's when I do the best business, because that's when the snowbirds are here. When the snowbirds are here, you don't hardly do anything. So I told him, I said, you really, really need to do a business with this. I told him about Etsy, and he didn't know what it was, and I explained it to him. And I told him, I says, if you want to set up a store, I can help you get it started. You know, I can show you how to make the descriptions and all that stuff. So we'll see. He hasn't decided on anything yet. So he mainly just takes care of his grandmother, and that's why he came down. I think his mother was taking care of her for a while, but then it got so bad she can't lift her mother. I guess it's her mother. He never did tell me if it was his mother's mother or his father's mother. I'm pretty sure it's his mother's mother, because she does live with her. And where they live is like one of these fishing type communities where they have these really cute little houses or mobile homes, and they're on a canal and fishing and alligators. And he says that there's usually an alligator in his front yard. I says, I am petrified of those things. I've never seen one, and I'm not planning on ever seeing one. He says, well, the alligator doesn't bother us, And I says, I don't care. I says, I don't want to see an alligator. And when I went to his house one time to take him home, when I brought my granddaughter over, a few weeks ago, and I took him home, and as soon as I got in his neighborhood, I started having a panic attack. It was bad. All right, see, this is my assembly line. See there? So that's what I'm doing now. I'm cutting all of this threads that's in between the zippers. I'm cutting them off right now. It looks like one of those banners. See, looks like a banner. I want to make some banners one day. I have so many scraps of fabric. I could make some banners, but I need to make masks. That's the next thing I'm going to do. I put an order in now that everything is okay with China and they're not talking much about the virus over there anymore. I figured it's safe to order stuff. So I went to AliExpress and I ordered the nose pieces that you put on your nose inside of the fabric, you know, to hold it on right there. And I ordered some elastic in different colors. Let me turn you around so you can see me. Raise you up just a tad. Okay, so anyhow, I ordered some elastic in different colors, and I got 10 yards for almost $3 each, and that's a lot. That's like 3 cents. 3 cents. Yeah, no, 30 cents per yard. So that's not bad at all. So I got several different colors, and then, you know, I have white here. I've got lots of white here. I've got 2 rolls I found at a thrift store a long time ago. And then I ordered a phone case for my phone, my new phone, and it can replace the purse. See, so if you're going somewhere and you don't want to really carry your purse, you know, you could just take that, because you can put money in it, and debit, credit cards, you know, reward cards, whatever. I don't do the reward cards. It just takes up too much room. I'll just put my debit cards and credit cards in there, and then a slot for my driver's license, and then it's got a couple of zippers, and it's really pretty. It's made out of fake leather, but it looks like in the picture it's real leather, so I'm excited to see it. And I got the color like a rose color peach, rose gold, or whatever you want to call it, or like a rose type color. And so I got one, and if I like it when it gets here, then I might get me another. Let's see. I think that's, no, wait a minute. There was something else. The nose piece, the elastic, my purse. Maybe that is all I ordered, was 3 things. So I ordered them all on the same day, and hopefully the wallet will be here in a couple of weeks, because I really don't have anything to put my phone in. And it's making me nervous when I'm using my phone that I might drop it or something and then I break it. And I just got it the other day, so it's making me a little nervous. And so anyhow, yeah. So but when the package gets here, I'm gonna put my gloves on, just in case. I'm gonna protect myself and put my gloves on, so just in case. That the virus may still be over there. I know it's not as bad as it was. I know that the United States is being hit hard right now. I haven't heard anything from Italy in a while. And I haven't heard anything from England, except the Prime Minister over there, he got it. And then the Queen, she did a speech on what she wants her people to do to protect themselves. Okay, I'm back. Did my hair. No makeup on, but oh well. Alright, so this is what it looks like when I have the front piece on. And I normally just press down a little bit, and I might put like a straight pin here, because when I put on the other piece, I want to make sure that everything is straight on the first piece. So I usually just put like a safety pin there. And these long pieces, I'll put one on the end, one in the middle, and all I do is I just press it down with my fingers. I'm too lazy to pull my little ironing board out with my iron. Can you tell? When I get all these done, then I probably will be ironing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, well, first I'm going to do the other side, the back piece with the back lining. So first I put on the back piece. This is my back piece, and this is my lining. And because I have like 2 different colors of lining, I'll make sure I get the right color, because I've got this and then I've got that, so I always make sure I've got the right one. And I do. All right, let me put a straight pin right here because it got a little wrinkled and it wants to be a bother. And I don't like it. So I think the rest of it's fine. All right, so what I'm going to do is put it on this way and match it up with the front piece. So I match it up and I bring it up. That safety pin is going to be in my way. I'll put it in like this. Okay, so I match it up, whoops, like this. And now that I've turned the zipper around like this, I'm putting the back piece and the other inside of the other lining. I can't talk today. The back piece and the lining on this top piece here of the zipper. I did a lot of watching people do like those zipper bags and stuff. So, because I was a little bit nervous about, well, I've made, bags before, but that was before I started watching the videos. And then after I started watching the videos, I said, well, I'm going to try it. And I tried it and I went, hey, this isn't too bad. It's easier than it looks. So, but I did. I didn't feel confident enough to go ahead and try it. I mean, I watched a lot of videos before I got the confidence to do it. Okay, now this piece here is going to be facing this piece here, and it's going on this piece right here of the zipper. So let me get it lined up. Oh, ho, ho. Get it lined up here. I'd be glad when all these are done. Then I can start making some masks. I want to make masks for the hospital. And so that's one reason why I ordered the different colored elastic. So it could look real pretty with the fabric that I pick out. Because I know that the hospital, we have 2 hospitals. No, we have 3 hospitals here. And so I'm going to call the hospitals and ask them if they would like to have a reusable face mask. And I'm pretty sure they'll say yes. I'm pretty sure they're going to need them. All right, now I've got my needle in right up against the zipper. Not too close to the zipper, but right on the zipper. So I'm going to turn you back around. I'm going to bring it down a little bit before my phone falls. Just a little more. There you go. All right, so now I've got it butt up against the zipper on the edge that you can feel through the fabric. That's where I've got the thread going. And hold back my pieces of thread so it doesn't get caught. I hate it when thread gets caught when you're sewing. And I always feel for that line to make sure. That's why I'm rubbing my hand back and forth, because I'm feeling for that line just to make sure. My sister finally found a house. So this Friday, she sold her house too. And this Friday, she's going to be moving her stuff over here. They have to be moved out Friday. The closing is Friday. And the people want to move in right away. Now, she's not going to have the closing on her new house until a month from now, about the middle of May. And so she got permission from the realtor and the seller to put all their things in the garage of their new home. And it's a beautiful home. She got a great deal. The home is 3,200 square feet. Let me think. The home is 3,200 square feet, 3 garages. I think she said 4 bedrooms. In-ground pool, and her backyard has a pond in it. And She got it for $184,000. That is a great deal. She didn't want to spend that much money, but when she saw this house, she knew she had to have it. So, and it's beautiful. And it's like maybe, I'd probably say 10 minutes from where I live. So that's a whole lot better than 2 hours. So I'm excited. I can't wait until she gets moved over here. I told her she's been packing like crazy because she didn't want to start packing because it took 1.5 years to sell her house. Now, I don't understand why. Her home is gorgeous. Well, some of the, I probably know the main reason. Because when she moved there, this neighborhood was really nice that she moved to. And about 2 years ago, these people moved in behind her and they're dealing drugs. So she'd have so many people walking through her yard to get to the home behind her to get their drugs. And then it got to the point, probably I'd say 4 months ago, she told me that now the drug dealers are like in the front of her house with guns and all, and I mean, it's ridiculous. So I am really glad she's getting away from there. And she kept praying to God, and she says, I don't understand why God's not listening to me. I said, He is. And I says, but for some reason, He's not answering your request for right now. Well, He did. He answered her request. He knew that this house was going to go up for sale, and He was preparing it for her. And so He knew. And she was so upset, and I tried to keep her, calm down a little bit. But she was at the point of she didn't know if she was going to put her house on the market again or not, because her contract was up with the realtor. So she wasn't sure if she was going to put it back on, but she decided to. And I'm glad she did, because these people really, really like the house. And I guess they can deal with the neighborhood. I don't know. But the police have been in that neighborhood, and they've been arresting, some of the drug dealers. And I think they did shut down the drug dealing that went on in that house behind her. So, I don't know. But I'm just so glad that she's getting away from that stuff, because it's no good. And then she has an 18-year-old son. I told you he's autistic, so... Oh, I am so glad. And I'm just glad where I can have more time with her, and we can do things together. That's one of our dreams. We want to be closer to each other so we can do things. And now we're going to be able to, so I'm real glad about that. All right, what I'm doing is I'm doing the same thing that I did on the first piece. And I'm putting them together. And then as I get one together, then I'll get it sewn down, and then I'll do another one. So this is what takes most of the time right here, is putting the pieces on the zipper tape. Because you have to have it just right, or it's going to mess up. I hear the little Yorkies next door barking. Oh, come on now. These long pieces are the hardest, because you really have to be careful with them and make sure you're pressing down to make sure that the fabric is even, because it's a longer piece, that's why. Now I'm at the end of it, so I can say yay. Make sure that the back piece is on there correctly, and it is. But, you know, I was thinking, you know, I'm getting kind of lonely doing this by myself. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, this doesn't have the lining on it. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm going to have to put this aside because I don't remember which color it would be. Uh-oh. Oh well. I washed my face so I could wake up a little bit more. And I feel somewhat better. And then, you know, I'm washing my face and I get soap in my eyes. And man, did it burn. Oh my word. And I had some eye drops because I have dry eye. And so I had some eye drops. But evidently, I don't have any more. I ran out. So I have to go to the store and get me some. Because with me having dry eye, I have to have it. I have to look in my purse. I think I've got some in my purse. Or I did. I don't know. I might have run out of that too. All right. So now when I'm done with these, I'm going to top stitch on this machine, and then the other machine is where I'm going to be putting them together, which is my Singer 201-2. I think it's a -2 or either -1. I think it's a -2. All right, here we go. Oh, make sure I did put the lining on, right? Yes. And I had a dental appointment this past Friday. And I called the dentist to see if they were still going to be open to do their appointments. And they says the government won't let them be open because of their tools. And I don't understand because they sanitize their tools. So I don't understand what the reasoning behind that is. But whatever. So now they said, well, I'm sorry, the phone keeps falling. I'm going to raise it up a notch. Because that's all I need till I get my case. And I'll just turn it toward me and you can watch me. But anyhow, so, what was I saying? I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, my eye doctor. So anyhow, they told me to call back, like, I think around May 28th or something like that. And I'm going, what? I don't want to have to wait that long because I've got some dental work that needs to be done. So they said they're not sure when they're going to be opened, where they can use their tools. And I, you know, like I said, I don't understand that part because they sanitize them. So if they sanitize the tools, then I don't see a problem. But evidently there is a problem, and you know, someone like me that's not in the medical field wouldn't know what they're talking about. So pull this down a little bit because I almost got it caught in the straight pin on the back piece. Now I'm putting in the liner. So anyhow, really can't think of too much more to talk about. Can't think of anything else to really talk about. So I guess I'll let you go. I don't want this video to be too long anyhow. I know that some of you don't like long videos, but then some of you don't really care. So, they're going to turn out really cute, and then I can't wait until I make the little charms to put on the zipper pull. So get these done, and I'll be really, really happy that they're done. And than to see how they're going to turn out. So, see, toward the end of the, when I get toward the end of the zipper where I'm almost done sewing that one bag, then the two pieces get separated from the zipper. So, all right, I think I figured it out. So there must be two of these somewhere. All right, there's one lining for that piece. There's one lining for that piece. So where would the other lining go for this one piece? I do not see it. It didn't fall on the floor. Well, that is strange. And why I didn't put the lining on this piece. That's strange too. So I'll just have to cut out a piece. All right. I just cut a piece out, and I've got some, I think I've got some gray fabric left over. So we will see. Oh, I'm talking about the lining, and I was putting on the wrong one. All right, let me put this on the back side then. Get it lined up real good with the other piece. There we go. I get distracted so easily. Okay, got it. So what I'm doing is I have an extra piece of the lining, and you know, well, an extra piece for the lining that I was going to use for the back piece, but it's not going to work out because now I've got this piece right here that goes on the back, and I don't have another piece of gray to go with it. So I sewed that piece of gray that I had to go with this piece, and I hope I've got the same color of gray over with my fabrics. I've got some solids on my shelves, so I'm gonna have to go see if I have any of this gray left. I hope I do, because I already sewed it on. Okay, so now I took it off the machine, and again it looks like a banner, and I'm cutting the threads, and then I'm going to be doing the top stitching. And I just leave the zippers, if they're a little long, I just leave the zippers like they are until I'm at the point where I want to actually put them together. So, all right, now I'm getting ready to do the top stitching. So, all right, so I need to find, all right, this goes to that piece. Alrighty. So now what I do is, again, I smooth it out. Now this is what it looks like when it's done. And I smooth it out, and I have it pinned on one side. And what I do, I'm going to do the assembly line thing again, and I'm going to top stitch these pieces. And then I will get to the other side. Whoops, my thread came. All right, now. So what I do is I'm going to try to bring it down enough just to see, and then I'm going to push it back up so my. All right, I must have run out of time or something, but anyhow, I smooth the fabrics out this way, so that way they're away from the zipper. And then I go ahead and just do a top stitch toward the edge of the fabric. I'm going to be doing some editing, so that way you don't have to watch a long video. I have to use scissors to get this piece to pop open where the bobbin is. Now you get to see me make a bobbin, which I have a video I did of making a bobbin. But it goes up here. You're not going to be able to see well from this side here. But all right, this phone's driving me crazy. But right up here is where I put the bobbin. Then I have to unthread the machine, and then I put the thread through one of the little holes. This is what my bobbins look like. So I put them through one of my little holes to get it started. Without my glasses on, it's going to be a little hard to see. Oh, come on now. There, I got it. I just have to be patient. All right, now, and then I have to undo my hand wheel, that silver piece that's in the middle. Undo my hand wheel. Make sure I've got everything the way it needs to be. No, I don't. Hold on a minute. I need to bring this thread from the spool. I have a little piece up here, and that's for the tension for the bobbin. And then I push this together like that. I hold this thread up until I get it started. This machine is very quiet to make a bobbin. Okay. And this machine, uh-oh, I think it's going up underneath. It sure enough is. I'm glad I caught it. Evidently I didn't, but anyhow, I got it now. This machine is all metal, inside and out. It was made in 1958. All right, it's going back up underneath again. Why? Come on, I don't need you to do this. You normally don't do this. Yeah, I talked to my machine. I know I sound crazy, right? Come on, get that piece up against here and get it sewing. I guess I'm going to have to hold the thread. But anyhow, this machine is all metal, and I love it. It's a good machine. It's never failed me. That's what I like about the older machines, because they're so well made, a lot better than what we get today. I don't like plastic, but I do have the Husqvarna because of the embroidery feature and then the Wi-Fi. So, that's about the only thing that I really like about the machine. And it sews good, but I would much rather sew like a garment on or something like that, or like what I'm doing on an older machine. And I don't know if this Husqvarna is able to sew through really heavy, thick fabrics, because I don't want to take the chance on ruining something, so I just do it on this machine. There. Oh, I forgot to tighten up the hand wheel. All right, now pull this up. I should have gotten to go get my glasses. As big as that hole is, and I can't see it. My word. There, I got it. And this machine, I can also do twin needle sewing on it. Now this machine does have a zigzag on it, and I probably have all of the templates because I found them on eBay one day. I only had one template, the one that my mother had, and I got on eBay and I found some more templates. So, ouch. Okay, now let's see if we can't finish these doing this part. I already sewed that. No, it's this side I was working. No, I did that side. All right, hold on. Where did I end that I don't have any stitching? All right, I've got stitching on both sides there. I've got stitching on both sides there. This one I don't. Okay. All right. Wait a minute, or do I? Well, look like from the back I didn't. No, I don't think I did. No, because it wouldn't be bunching up like this if I did. All right. It has the needle marks. There we go. Now. Okay, now we can get back to where we ended. I'm starting to get a little hungry. I don't even know what time it is. I haven't eaten today. So I think I'm going to go in the kitchen when I'm done with this part and do my editing and see if I can find me something to eat. I don't have any milk, so my daughter went out to get milk. Because I usually eat cereal, but I don't have any milk, so. And she was with her boyfriend yesterday and his family. His grandmother and his mother did a cookout. And then they went ahead and ate and everything. And then they told John to go ahead and bring the rest to us, which I thought was really nice of them. They're really nice people. I told Renelle, I says, don't lose this one. He's a good one. Because she's had so many bad ones in the past. I says, don't lose him. Be nice to him. But it's not her not being nice to the ones in the past, because she always was. She gives her heart too freely. And I told her, I says, she needs to keep her guard up with, make sure that, he could be nice now, but how is he really when she's not around him? But anyhow, let me go get something to eat. I think I heard her back, so I have some milk. Maybe I can just get a bowl of cereal, because it is, I don't even know what time. I don't have a clock in here yet. I don't know where my clock is. Okay, well, I will talk with you later. You have a good one. Bye-bye.